award-winning karaoke bar in Vegas. So it's your place to get drunk on the cheap and boom out your inebriated version of Sinatra's My Way. Best to be in the middle lane. Onward to the Strat. Vegas's alluring appeal. It's at across from the current Sahara Hotel on your left. El Rancho is now gone, but the Sahara, now 70 years old, evokes those celebrity-soaked early days of Vegas. Visit to Vegas while on their 1964 U.S. tour. About 100 airline crews stay at the Sahara every night. After a hard day's flying, a night of sleep at a Vegas original is well received. That towering blue structure is the West Coast sister property of the famed Fontainebleau in Miami Beach. This behemoth has taken nearly 2 decades to build, and it was a saga of epic proportions, with bankers fighting developers and financier Carl Icahn buying it out of bankruptcy. It will be a high-end resort that will compete with resorts such as the Cosmopolitan.
That building.
Circus is on your right. Built in 1968, is one of the older properties on the Strip. It was the first family-oriented casino in Las Vegas. It struggled financially during its early years, in part because of its lack of a hotel. A hotel tower was added in 1972. It does have a functioning circus inside. Ahead, and providing a stark contrast from the old Vegas Strip to the new, is the gleaming sophistication of Resorts World. It's an Asian-themed resort. The tower does not include the 4th floor, as 4 sounds a lot like the word death in Chinese. Asian buildings often lack a 4th floor, just as American buildings sometimes skip the 13th. The retail shops here include a store called Kardashian Closet. It sells clothing formerly worn by the Kardashian family. The property was the site of the Stardust Resorts until 2007. The hotel setup allows the resort to cater to different types of guests under one roof, with Crockford's offering the highest level of luxury. In 2018, Wynn Resorts filed a trademark lawsuit against the developer, Genting, alleging they copied Wynn's curved facade. The allegation was that Resorts World was trying to deceive customers into thinking it was a Wynn property. You decide, as the Wynn Resort is coming up soon on your left. Keep straight and best to be in the second from the left lane.
Huh? I'm just joking around because I know how much you love souvenir shops.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I think I got all the souvenirs I need, honestly.
Remember we parked at the Circus when we walked?
Yeah, we did. We parked here and walked all the way down to where we're staying.
Yeah.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
All the way down to the MGM, I think. Well, I don't think we quite made it to the Luxor, but we made it down to Paris.
And we walked one day.
Yeah, we did. We walked a long ways.
This is where that crazy guy was when he crossed over.
Yeah. This is where the crazy guy was. My dad punked.
Still in empty lot.
Yeah. Which one did they say was like the Asian? It was not this Conrad, is it?
Right here.
Oh, the Resorts World. I've heard that this place is actually really cool inside. Yeah. We should check it out. But I almost like booked a room around here, but they're really expensive. Like the rooms over here were like $300 a night, you know? And we didn't have a discount, so it's like, nah. Look, that whole entire like wall is in the other
Keep
side.
straight
Wow.
and lights through empty
There's the
on your
Trump
left,
Tower.
sleek green lines of the Wynn and its sister property, Concord, which are a signature Vegas experience created by Steve Wynn. He began his career at the Golden Nugget downtown and has been a casino innovator ever since. His first big resort was the Mirage, and then he blew us all away with the simple elegance of the Bellagio in 1998. But the Wynn is his magnum opus. It was built on the former site of the Desert Inn, one of the early Rat Pack hangouts. Wynn bought it in 2000, and the demolition made headline news. This space-age-looking building approaching on your right is the Fashion Show Mall, named because it has a retractable runway within the mall's central atrium for shows each weekend. The canopy that is named the Cloud can offer us some welcome shade from the desert sun.
This is where we ate last night
Yeah.
at the Galpo Gaucho. Galpo Gaucho. Oh, Rodizio. It was the best food we've had the whole trip. It was amazing. It even beat Rodizio, which I didn't think was going to happen on this trip.
Yeah, it was delicious.
So good. Yeah, this Wynn property is pretty impressive with all of the trees and just, yeah. I wonder, is this Wyndham and Wynn the same thing?
No. No, Wynn is his own company.
Oh, I thought it
Wyndham
was
is-
Wyndham Resorts was named after him.
No. No, they're different companies.
turn to the left ahead. This section is like the hub of the strip, with many themed resorts all vying for our attention.
Venetian.
Treasure Island is on the right. Another family-oriented resort. Ruffin also owns circus services.
Palazzo.
Mr. Ruffin is a buddy of Donald Trump. He held several campaign rallies at the TI, including one in 2016 when an audience member grabbed a policeman's gun to try to shoot the then presidential candidate. Treasure Island was developed by Steve Wynn when he ran Mirage Resorts. The land that used to be the Mirage is coming up on your right, soon to be the new Hard Rock Hotel. On your left is the Venetian, one of the strip's mega resorts that takes its theme to the heavenly intensity.
Heads up, with so much going on around here. The Venetian on your left will be
You're skipping. You're going too fast.
Crazy dolls, sounding trumpets, and soprano singing gondoliers. Plus iconic Italian actress Sophia Loren, one of the last surviving stars from the golden age of Hollywood. She accompanied Sheldon Adelson, CEO of Las Vegas Sands, to inaugurate this wonder. In pursuing the likeness of Venice, no expense was spared. The Rialto Bridge is an amazing invitation to transport yourself into the canals of Venice in Vegas.
The Hard Rock guitar that they're building.
Yeah, once they put the fretboard on it, that'll be pretty tall. That'll be actually be pretty cool.
Uh-huh. This looks totally a lot different than even when we came into 2021, you know?
On your right is the future Hard Rock Las Vegas.
Mirage was still
Cemetery tarts are high green images. For now, you'll see cranes, temporary walls, and crews moving past. Please keep hands inside as you pass the person. It's a quick glimpse of a big transformation. The strip reinventing itself in real time. Emperor Caesar is named on many things, the salad, the pizza company. But if Julius was around today, he would be most proud of his palace on your right. It screams the glory of Rome. Caesar's is where the iconic Rain Man escalator movie scene took place just before the card counting scene. The other iconic Vegas movie, The Hangover, paid homage to Rain Man by mimicking the scene. Caesar's is also where motorcycle stuntman Evel Knievel famously jumped the fountains and became an American icon. He failed in the 141-foot jump and broke his pelvis trying. On your left is the Flamingo, one of the first resorts built on the Strip back in 1946 by Bugsy Siegel of the Jewish Mob, aka the Kosher Nostra. Prepare to make a left turn ahead on Flamingo Avenue. The turn lane is shortened due to F1 track construction.
a left turn lane up ahead and take this left onto Flamingo Avenue.
The Bellagio. She's like doing a narration and then she's like, oop. Because Ben's going over 35. Or over 30.
Yeah, my bad.
We're cruising onto Link Lane. Eyes up, because you're about to see one of the biggest showstoppers in Vegas. Literally, straight ahead is the High Roller, the tallest observation wheel in North America, 550 feet of pure skyline magic. Each pod holds up to 40 people and takes about 30 minutes to go all the way around. Pro tip, sunset rides are stunning, but nighttime? That's when the strip lights up like a galaxy. Just below it, welcome to the Link Promenade, an open-air playground packed with shops, bars, and bites. Want to zip line over the crowds? Fly Link's got you. Craving over-the-top ice cream or a party pit stop? You'll find it here. It's a vibe. This is where old Vegas cool meets new Vegas buzz, so take it all in, snap those pics, and soak up the energy. The best is still ahead. Continue straight through the first stop sign, then we will keep going straight past the High Roller. All right, folks, we're about to slip onto the service road that runs behind the Link and Harrah's. Make sure to stop at all stop signs since taxi drivers like to zoom through here. Think of this as the resort's backstage. Loading docks, staff entrances, and the High Roller peeking over the rooftops. Quick Vegas fact, when those rare desert storms hit, the ground can't absorb water fast. It races off the roofs and parking decks and funnels along this stretch. The Link garage may briefly take on water before it drains into the underground flood control system. See the big curb cuts and metal grates? Those are gateways to the drainage tunnels that move stormwater away from the strip. On a sunny day, it's quiet back here. In a downpour, it's a temporary river. Cameras ready, we're rolling. Okay, follow this around to left, then we will be immediately making a right turn. LED sphere coming up in front of us is an impressive venue with a capacity for 17,500 people and feature the world's largest LED screen. It's one of the most complex engineering projects ever attempted in Vegas. The dome stands 580 foot tall. The monorail joins us again here, and you will make the left turn onto Koval Lane ahead. The crane used to build it was shipped from Europe in a disassembled state and transported across the Atlantic